Dragon Ball Super Chapter 87 just revealed the strongest character in the entire universe. It's not Goku, it surely isn't Vegeta, and no, it's not even Jiren, and no, nor is it Gas or Granola. It's none other than, drumroll please, Frieza.
Holy shit, no, man.
Frieza has unlocked Black Air Force energy quite literally. His hands are rated E for everyone already, but this time round, his new transformation can defeat and kill Goku.
What? No.
Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep into chapter 87 of Dragon Ball Super. And since it's tradition round here, editor, please play the clip. The fight between the Saiyans, Granola and Gas truly exposed Goku and Vegeta that they still haven't achieved their true goal in becoming the strongest beings in the universe. In true Dragon Ball fashion, as we know since we're fans for 30 years, they get surpassed by another opponent with, of course, bigger PP energy.
Pause.
As we all know by now that no matter how much the Saiyans train, a new villain will be stronger, which forces Goku and Vegeta to unlock new forms and colors of the rainbow. So you can guess it, with more forms comes more money and merchandise.
I like money.
Granola, being the one to land the final blow on Gas, is shown extremely exhausted. In fact, he is near death as he collapses on the ground with blood gushing from his mouth. This surprises everyone. Granola then reveals that his final attack was actually fueled by his very own life force, which has now been shortened to just 3 years left. This was the price he paid to become the strongest in the universe. Though the Dragon Balls are extremely powerful, they do have limitations, people. One of which where wishes do not exceed its creator's power. Both Gas and Granola would have achieved a power beyond the Dragon Ball's creator if it came out of nothing. So to grant their wish, an equivalent exchange occurred where their lifespan and future potential was traded in.
I'm confused right now, G.
Alright, you're confused. A lot of shit's getting retconned. You're thinking, wait, what's going on? That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, and you should be a Chad with the notification bell on. We covered Piccolo's new orange transformation recently. Using it as an example, he made a similar wish in terms of concept. The difference is that Piccolo actually had the latent potential to unlock his godly power level with training and time. However, in comparison to Granola and Gas, they had to create this power level and potential through exchanging their lifespan to make it exist. That's why Orange Piccolo was able to exist without him sacrificing any of his lifespan. Piccolo is part of the Z Fighters, mate. He's built different and deserves the respect. So at this point, Monaito suddenly rushes to aid Granola. He has a surprised look on his face because he's realized the writers decided to give him the power of anime bullshit science. Yes, Monaito has leveled up at the most convenient time possible. Now with the ability to heal people back to full health.
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Hey, wait a second. This can be explained. Due to all the healing he's done throughout this entire arc, it helped him gain the experience to evolve. This is actually pretty common for Namekians who carry a specific skill set between healing and combat. Back in Dragon Ball Z, we've seen Dende gradually improve on his healing abilities as time went on. The healing depends on the stamina and magical proficiency of the healer. The effort of the healing is also affected by the amount of ki the recipient has. And later, even Dende in Dragon Ball Super Chapter 63 mentioned that it was harder for him to heal Goku, whose power level has reached higher godly level. So this means somehow, yes guys, somehow this old Namekian has the power to heal gods in an instant, making his Namekian healing power ability the best we have ever seen in the series.
That don't make no sense.
So with this newfound ability, Monaito heals Goku and Vegeta as though they ate a senzu bean. Elec notices all of this in a distance and is absolutely furious. He can't believe how far off he was in achieving his goal after creating the strongest warrior, and he won't trust the Dragon Balls ever again.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Out of frustration, Elec cowardly tries to flee and leave Planet Cereal, whilst abandoning the rest of the Heaters. The worst part is that Elec doesn't show any remorse or even seems to care about his siblings at all. When Goku confronts him about this, Elec brushes it aside, stating how any minute now, Gas will die, so what's the point in sticking around? But just as he's about to finish his sentence, suddenly a random blast comes out of absolutely nowhere, striking Monaito straight through the chest.
I can't believe you've done this.
Monaito collapses on the ground, only for the fighters to find out it came from Gas, who now appears to look like a complete zombie. Gas mocks Granola's changed view on revenge, something he's been chasing after for the entirety of this arc. Granola's loss of his family and planet had happened many years ago, but if his adopted father dies, will he truly be able to hold true to his new commitment and change his ways just like Vegeta did? As Granola rushes towards Monaito, Vegeta and Goku transform to their newly acquired Ultra forms. They charge right towards Gas, but unfortunately his power is just way too strong for the two Saiyans. He uses telekinesis to bash their heads together, sending them both flying. Every attack they send towards Gas proves to be useless. They even try to perform a final Kamehameha, or you know, these fake Dragon Ball fans coming out of the woodwork because of Fortnite, they would say it like this:
Dragon Ball Mythic in Fortnite 10 times stronger. So we all know the Kameyamama.
Bruh, really? You Kamehameha? Anyway, Gas sends a ginormous ki blast towards their direction. Then he proceeds to fly through his own blast and slams his dirty ass, crusty ass feet all over Goku and Vegeta's faces, making them smell that shit. This dude clearly doesn't give a crap whether he takes any damage or not. He's turned into an absolute madman. Vegeta and Goku are shocked by Gas's tenacity, or rather I should say insanity, diving into damage without a second's thought. Goku attacks with a ferocious kick, ripping a hole in Gas's decayed arm, but with no care in the world, Gas uses this broken arm to retaliate. This makes Goku question how Gas is even moving his arm, let alone delivering such a heavy blow. Vegeta describes the wish he got as a curse to be the strongest. Whilst this is happening, Elec decides to stick around a little longer. As he is filled with joy, he starts commanding to kill them, ordering Gas like a rabid dog that he perceives him to be. This makes Maki angry and uneasy, telling his brother to drop it, exclaiming that Gas's body isn't normal and they should return to this fight at a later date. However, her concerns only frustrate Elec as he smacks her away. Yes, he don't give a shit. Now, those that have the notification bell on for our channel, you should be proud, because our community and in our videos, we predicted everything that occurred in this chapter. This includes regarding Frieza's return and Elec betraying his own brother. Elec tells everyone that Gas's lifespan is about to run out, because to make him the strongest in the universe, he had exchanged Gas's lifespan completely. He gave him only an hour left to live rather than a few years, because he wanted Gas to be way stronger than any other fighter in the universe, to outclass them really fast for his own selfish objective, throwing him away like a tool after he's been used. Now, in a weird way, this also sets some precedent, as even though the Dragon Ball shouldn't be able to kill a person, through this loophole, it is possible. Gas, overhearing this, is shocked that he's actually dying. His other siblings are also horrified with their elder brother's actions. As Gas looks at his reflection using the water, he finally realizes his situation and is overcome with despair.
Am I ugly? My eyes! My eyes!
Elec tries to manipulate him further, saying to make himself useful in his final moments. But before he can continue, Frieza arrives behind Gas. Like, holy shit! Everyone is in pure shock that Frieza is here. Elec seems completely terrified by his presence. Gas obviously knows him too, as they always played second fiddle to Frieza, much like Vegeta did in the past. Frieza, with an air of confidence, proclaims, "It's been some time, Gas." And Goku has no idea why he's even here. Gas, on the other hand, just succumbs to rage, charging towards Frieza. Frieza obviously stands no chance, right? I mean, you know, Gas is the strongest in the universe. Oh. Okay. Frieza instantly punches straight through Gas, shocking everyone, and literally causing Gas to disintegrate into bones.
What the fuck?
We have this awesome artwork looking absolutely fire, followed by Gas becoming a skeleton with Frieza wiping his hand off his blood and destroying Gas's skull under his foot. It's revealed that Elec was the one who called Frieza in the hopes to have Gas kill him. Elec's plans have blown up in his face as Frieza reigns supreme once again. He acts like he did on Namek, being so imposing that it terrifies all. Frieza threatens him for wasting his time, causing Elec to shit his pants. Frieza then reveals that he had figured out what Elec's plan was from the very beginning. In fact, Frieza knew all along that Elec wanted to take over his business, but he simply didn't care. Instead, he continued to use the heaters for his own army's benefit. Frieza proclaims his kingship over the universe, as he states that there is nothing that happens in the galaxy that he doesn't know. He exposes Elec's biggest secret, that he is the weakest and is actually a bitch. Frieza proceeds to blast Elec into smithereens, and Goku asks how on earth was he able to kill Gas, since he had wished to be the strongest warrior in the universe. Frieza smirks, of course, saying that the wish likely ignored himself since he was in another dimension, a dimension which time flows differently than it does on the outside. That's right guys, Frieza found himself in none other than the hyperbolic time chamber. However, he seems to have found one that the Z-Cast has never used before, as the one he was in allowed him to get 10 years worth of training. He then goes on to say that he couldn't keep losing to the Saiyans his whole life, taking every single L, so he acquired a power-up, Black Frieza. As Goku and Vegeta stare at Frieza in shock, he flies forward towards them at a high speed, knocking the wind out of our two Saiyans and defeating them. The two of them fall to the ground, and followed by Frieza stating, "While you two were having fun on this puny planet, I managed to surpass you." Instead of killing the two, however, he leaves, saying that he came here for a different reason. That reason being most likely Gas and the heaters. Frieza was able to surpass Goku in his Ultra Instinct Omen, which now has his Saiyan emotions. This scaled higher than Gas before he sacrificed his entire lifespan, as Goku stated he was slightly stronger than Gas in chapter 85. Previously, we know for a fact that Frieza, with 4 months of training, was able to catch up to Goku's Super Saiyan God, where the Saiyans trained for decades to achieve whilst defeating multiple opponents and non-stop training. So Frieza, having trained for 10 years, means that he could be absolutely broken. He was able to kill Gas with the greatest of ease, although it's hard to say that if it was because of how strong he is now or if it was because Gas was dying from his losing lifespan. Regardless of him losing life force or not, we do know for certain that Goku and Vegeta were struggling with Gas, and when Frieza showed up, he didn't struggle at all and one-shot him, something the two combined powers couldn't do for multiple chapters. In more simple terms, Frieza and his new black form could likely in fact beat Goku.
No! No!
No, I know that's blasphemy to say. Calm down, everyone. We will cover Frieza's upped power level in more detail for another video, as he is the strongest in the universe now. He can defeat Jiren with this new power level, to put that into perspective. But on his way out, Frieza recruits Maki and Oil to be a cook and a waiter on his ship, and with that, Frieza leaves. Now you may ask us that this is a little uncharacteristic for Frieza. We've known him for over 30 years of this franchise that he's cold-blooded, calculated, and craving destruction. Under most circumstances, Frieza would have taken this as a golden opportunity to either kill Goku and Vegeta or just blow up this planet. So why does he seem to pay them almost no mind, as if they aren't even there? Well, using our balls deep prediction, we believe that Frieza has plans that are far more important than dealing with the Saiyans. He wants to take down the gods. We already know Frieza has disdain towards anyone that resides in a higher position than himself, and since he is now above Goku and Vegeta because of the time chamber training, the only thing higher on the totem pole now is the gods like Beerus. We will have to see how things play out over time, but one thing we know for sure is that Frieza with his new form is a huge threat to anyone in Universe 7. When we go back to the chapter, Vegeta and Goku get up to run and check up on Granola and Monaito. Goku questions if Monaito will live, but before he hits the dust, Whis appears right on time, healing him instantly. He is here to ask our heroes to help Beerus make some yakisoba. Like, dude, you just add boiling water. Are you stupid?
Dumbass motherfucker.
Goku invites Granola to come with them to train on Beerus's planet, but he refuses as he wants to find the Dragon Balls to repair the planet and repent for his sins. Monaito agrees with his choice, saying afterwards he will seal away the Dragon Balls for good. To make his life easier, Vegeta hands him Maki's radar, but before they depart, Goku is called back by Monaito to receive his father's scouter. He smiles to himself in acknowledgement, knowing full well that his father Bardock, his will helped him create an idea to make his own version of Ultra Instinct complete, the Saiyan version. His father was a good person with a decent heart amongst all the evil that the other Saiyans were doing. Whis takes Goku and Vegeta off into orbit, and Goku asks if the strongest warrior in the universe that the Oracle Fish mentioned was actually Frieza. Whis says that perhaps it was, or perhaps the strongest warrior appeared elsewhere in the universe. Goku states that he better get back to training to surpass them, and with that, you should go watch our video explaining Gohan Beast, as he recently caught up to their power levels and is training again. It's on your screen right now.